Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Thursday, December 26th, 2019. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. As a fan of the sport, you always hate to see injuries derail your favorite athletes. But unfortunately, it looks like the injury bug has bitten 212 legend Eduardo Corrêa once again. A few days ago, Correa underwent successful surgery to repair a torn shoulder tendon, which looks like it's going to sideline him indefinitely for the time being. This is a really tough break for Correa, especially considering how hard he worked to come back last season after being forced to sit on the shelf for a few years, recovering from a variety of injuries. This guy has been the ultimate competitor throughout his career, so I'm sure his recovery will be fine. But after so many injuries, it makes you wonder, will we ever see Eduardo Corrêa step onto an IFBB stage again? Last weekend, someone asked me if I had any classic physique predictions for the Arnold Classic. To be honest, I still think it's way too early for any of that stuff. But I will say that I think Alejandro Cambronero will find a way to be in the top 3 conversation. This will be the first Arnold Classic that doesn't feature a defending Olympia champion, so that means that the race to the top is wide open. But for a guy like Alex, who's getting better every time we see him, this is a golden opportunity, and I can see him using this stage as a chance to elevate his standing in the division. I've never personally believed in the idea of bulletin board material. I'm just not that kind of a person who looks for that external source of motivation. But apparently Shaun Clarida must have found his. Since Shaun hooked up with Derek Lunsford a few weeks ago, he's been on an absolute tear in the gym. This year, he's had the best season of his career by far, and based on the photos I've seen, I think he's on pace to completely blow away that look again in 2020. No one ever talked about Shaun as a potential title contender, but to me, in this iteration of the division, he's clearly someone who deserves some real consideration. The guy is an absolute animal, and I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if next season he tries to turn this division on its head. I'm sure somewhere on the internet there's a clear and concise definition of what an XFactor is. But in the 2020 edition of Dave Palumbo's Bodybuilding Dictionary, under the word XFactor, there's a black and white photo with Lionel Beyeke's name on it. Lionel's on the official Arnold invite list again this year, which puts him squarely in the middle of what might be the most impressive group of men's bodybuilding athletes from top to bottom that's ever been assembled in Columbus. And here's the thing, at his best, he's good enough to smoke most of the guys on that list. So then, with so much at stake, in a show that could go down his historically significant, the question is, can Lionel Beyeke be that X Factor? But we'll have to wait until March to get that answer. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.